Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to do Battle of the Dashboard. So we're going to take one data set and try to build two different dashboards, one using QLIKsense and another one using Tableau. And we're going to see which one turns out cooler. I must admit I'm a bit more proficient in QLIKsense compared to Tableau, but this should be a fun little experiment. So stick around, comment below which one you think is cooler, and if you have better ideas, please write it below. I love to learn new things. I'm in no way a pro, and yeah, just like, subscribe, and stick around for more. So let's do this.
All right, so let's start with dashboard number one. So this is my Qlik hub, and I'm gonna leave a link below if you wanna check it out. You have 30 days free trial. If you see mine, I have like 3 days left. Um, and it's a good way to kind of test out Qlik for yourself. Create a new app. So I already have the Excel file here. I'm gonna link that as well so that you guys can maybe try it out. Customers, we don't want employees, we're gonna take orders maybe. Next. So we have two connections here with customer ID, and I'm guessing this is product ID. Fantastic. Let's load the data. All right, so we can start building now, and we have our fields here. So customer fields, and this is connected to the orders by customer ID, and we have order ID here, and we have products. Let's link to product ID from the order. Yeah, perfect. Let's start. So, what do you think we should build here? Exactly. That's what I was thinking as well. Thank you for the suggestions. So now let's build. Of course, what do we want to see? We want to see sales, right? But we want to see sales over time. So let's take year, month, and sales. Okay, we don't have sales. We might use this all the time. So let's create a master measure. Create new sales expression. Sales is the sum of unit price times the number that you sell. It's the quantity. Let's give sales a unique color. Sales. Here we go. We want to change this. We want to make it let's change the name to your month here. Um, didn't we change? Yeah. Okay, so it's changed, but we want to always see scroll alignment end so that we start at the latest month. Great. Maybe we want to do some selections here, so we could add a filter pane here, or we could do that later. And that's good. Next, let's get in some KPIs. So we want to put a, it's always nice in QLIKsense to, because we want this dashboard to really represent um, the main things that your analyst should be seeing. So let's try to, um, we have sales. What other key metrics? So let's change, let's put maybe COGS, cost of goods sold, and that would be formula sum of unit cost times quantity and we have COGS here. And let's look at our profit margins or the profits. So we have margin here, which would be sales. So this would be sum of unit price times quantity minus sum of unit cost times quantity. That should give us our margin. And we have orders, so let's move. No, let's move this here. Let's move COGS here and let's look at sales and number of orders. So I'm just copying and pasting these KPIs, so it makes it super simple. And how do we number of orders? And I think we have, let's look at orders. We have order ID. So we can count. Well, I'm familiar with this data set because I've done 2 tutorials on it, so that's why I'm a little bit faster with this. I hope you can stick along. And we want to count distinct order IDs, and that would give us a number of orders, right? So we do that. Number of orders, yeah, great. And let's put in a similar chart, but let's look at, so here we're seeing the sales, and maybe here we could look at the products and not sales over time, but product over time. So product, and let's also sort that based, yeah, this is, but here we want to look at the top product, so it would be this way. And let's not have the same. Yeah. Let's put it on this side. Maybe let's put a scatter plot here so people can really analyze. Product, sales, and yeah. But how do we maybe want to dig deeper? So let's go to appearance and change the color. Close the color here. Let's split color by dimension, so each of these gets its own. So that's pretty nice. Let's also change. Let's change the size, the bubble size. Yeah. Let's go here. So size, we can add number of orders for each of those. So now we see, yeah. And I would like to make this a drill down. So like, let's look at categories. So if we could go to dimension and create a drill down for these products, we could product, we have something called category name. So you want to drill down from category name down to product. And I'm going to remove, yeah. And if we go down to appearance and present colors and legend, we change. Okay, great. So now we should definitely put something on regions, right? Let's put a map. Let's see how Tableau's map uh, fares against the Qlik map. Let's first create maybe a drill down. Um, Go to master measures, create new, drill down, region, no. I forget what it's called. I think it's called division. And then we can drill down from the region to country to city. Do we have city? Yes. I think the issue here would be that Qlik won't be able to recognize the different divisions. For example, I think they have like EMEA and certain countries in Europe which are under that, but Qlik will not be able to recognize what is EMEA. Yeah, you see here that nothing shows up. But if I remove this and say country, and then I think Qlik would recognize it. Yeah, so it maps it here. So we could let's just change this one, change it. If you guys have better ideas, just write down below. I would love to learn as well. Um, we have this, and let's go to or we want this one to be per measure, and let's put the selected measure as sales. So looking at which darker, yeah, so now the darker colors means more sales. That's good. um, and now because of the regions we have a little could have a little tiny pie chart here showing us Now in this one we could use both, right? So over here, if we select US, so now we go in, yeah, and we're looking at the different cities here. So we could here we could add division, call this full region, and add full region as a dimension for our, let's put it as number of orders. And this is self-explanatory, so we can take away the legend, and we could take away show legend. Yeah. And I always like I prefer this, to be honest. A little chart that shows us. And could we maybe we could have one graph here which shows us um, product sales and put a number of orders maybe, or it's over time, so let's put year, month, number of orders. Yeah. I'm not really convinced. Maybe we change. So let's change this one into a line chart. So convert and make it an area chart. And but this doesn't fit in. So let's cut this. And fit this in this one here. Let's put a little. Ooh, was that a bug? It's not supposed to happen that way. And then let's put a year so we know yearly how we're doing. Yeah. Um, and I think we want to see the trend. So let's put an alternative measure, number of orders here. A super um, quick dashboard. What do you guys think? Yeah, and let's just make this tidier. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Super simple chart. Now, if we wanna go into sportswear, we see the different categories we have here. And then we're gonna select one product and we are seeing the trends, um, how this is moving, which country we have the most sales from, and all the details here. Simple and quick. So I hope you like this. I think we should stop here and get on with the next part, that is the Tableau. Oh, that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to that because I'm sure I would get to learn a lot because I'm not as proficient in Tableau. Oh, this would be so much fun. I hope you guys stick around for it and see you in the other one. So let's do the Tableau part of this. I have Tableau Public open. I hope that you all have, well, you can always download Tableau Public for free. Let's connect data and we go here. We have sales multi-tab. I say okay. And we have 3 sheets here. So we take the same ones that we took for Qlik. So we have customers, orders, and so Tableau already knows that customer ID is the same column in both the tables. So it's going to connect them together. And then we have products. Super simple. We don't need to do anything here because there's already a relationship, just like in Qlik. And I think both the softwares make it so quite easy actually. So what do we want to see here? It's still preparing the data. Okay. All right. So what do we want to see here? Let's try to have a look. Let's start first with pretty basic. That we want order date. So we put the order date there, and then we want we don't have a sales here, so we want to look at sales. And I would like to see month of order date. Great, let's just go here to custom and let's do month year. So great, so we have month year here. And what do we want as a measure? I would really like to see sales. So let's Let's right click and create. We don't have a parameter. Okay, so let's create a calculated field here and let's call it sales. And we remember sales is the sum of, we don't need to use the sum, unit price times quantity, right? So, and we can do the aggregation later. So we have sales, and let's just put sales here. And we don't want to look at it this way. Let's change it, and let's make it a area chart. So we have 950k, which is weird. So pro tip, let's go here to sales, and let's change the way, um, let's change the format. Number format, custom. In this case, it's currency, so let's make it's kroner because I'm living in Sweden and I've downloaded. So let's put dollar and 2 decimals. We don't display in millions. So that's good. And let's try to. I really like this part of Tableau where you can have a forecast. I think this is a super nice feature where without having any kind of predictive stuff, you can automatically get a forecast for the future. But forecast looks much better when you have a bar graph here, so like this. So why don't we just leave it this way? So let's change the color for these different ones. So let's go here, let's click on actual and make it red. And let's go and estimate and make it a little darker blue maybe. And maybe make it orange. Okay, and let's call this, yeah, let's leave this one as it is now. Let's right click format, let's make this a little bit bold. And make this 12 maybe. No, I want this bold and I want this to be Tableau bold, because I can actually see the right, yeah, this looks good. Yeah, let's leave this one. Let's start a new one where we are looking at, let's make a drill down for the products and see how the sales looks or the number of orders looks like. So let's make a calculated field for number of orders. And this would be count distinct, and we have count distinct order IDs, so we know. So we have a new measure called number of orders, and we're gonna look at the products. And so we could create two different, we could create a hierarchy here. So we have product and we have category, and we want them to be under the two, right? So all you need to do is take product and drop them under category, and here you get a create hierarchy. So you can say product drill down, and now if you see you have a hierarchy here. So let's drag and drop the hierarchy, and we say this, we want to change this chart to something like this. So we have category name, and let's make it so we see the different ones, and then when you click on the plus here, it breaks down to give you and let's put the color as, so if you take category, each category I wanted a different color. So what I'm gonna do here is go to category name, control, and put it to color. So now we see different um, and then I'm gonna edit because I don't really like how bright this is. Maybe I change the color palette to yeah. So now we have a sheet where there's a breakdown of each of them, and if we put minus, so we see what are the how does the number of orders looks like for each of them, and then we can break them down to each to kind of see what's happening. And maybe I think I would like to know the number of orders as well. So let's take number of orders, put it in label, and let's take number of orders and put it in size. So this looks, yeah, I like this. So let's leave it here. There's another way that we could actually do drill down, and that's by using parameters. Now we have these two. We definitely want to have a map, right? Like we definitely want to see regions, because I think Tableau does this really well. Like they do the regions really well. So let's take country, and let's just put sales. So we already have sales. So let's so sum of sales and color, yeah, and we see. So we see darker in different regions. This is good. Yeah, and let's do a drill down for different like a pie chart. So what do we need for a pie chart? We need two different, or should we do a scatter plot maybe? So we can have a scatter plot for sales. Scatter plot for sales would be cool since we have a scatter plot in our Qlik. Let's use the same one, that is product drill down, and we're gonna use sales as one measure, number of orders in one measure. Just gonna drag and drop them, and number of orders and sales, and we click on this one here. Let's go and fit entire view. No, let's change it to scatter plot. This is better. So we have scatter plot category name in we don't want different sizes. Let's put it in color. Let's put it in size and take away this. And when we click on size, let's make it a little bigger, and let's put it here. And category name, let's put it also in label so we see what they are. You have sales on, no, I want this in the opposite direction. So we have sales here and number of orders here. And so let's go to our dashboard. Let's start with the first thing that we want to put in our sheet here. Ooh, that looks pretty terrible. So let's change the size here to automatic. So now it's taking up my entire sheet. So that's good. Let's have a little region-wise breakdown here. And let's take our breakdown of the sheet, different products here, and increase it, and this here, and if you go, so it looks something like this. Yeah. So we could give it a text. And call it our sales overview Tableau bold. Let's make it 16 and bold with center it. Sales overview dashboard, and that's okay. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, so we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. And I don't think we need this either. Yeah. Could be better. Definitely could be better. There are some really cool. I mean, this is just a battle of the dashboards. I wanted to create a similar kind of dashboard in both the apps and in both the softwares and see how each one looks like. And I would really like for you to comment below and tell me which one you like better. Of course, aesthetically, I think Tableau looks better, but there are some features in Tableau which. So if you go to the Qlik app and just click on this, you would go in, unlike how Tableau works. But that's also, I'm probably guessing that it's one of Qlik's proprietary patented way of doing things. So that's why Tableau has, you need to use a parameter to actually get around this problem. And I'll teach you how to do, how to drill down using parameter. That's actually quite cool. We're going to take that in the next video. But for now, I think this is it. A super simple dashboard. Let me know which one you liked. We took the same data set, built it in two different apps. We can definitely make things better. Yeah, we could definitely make things better. But for now, I think this is a good start, and we're gonna iterate on this and make it better. So let me know what you want to see. I hope you liked it. Please give a like and comment below, and definitely subscribe for more. So see you in the next one, where we're gonna look at some really cool things that you can do with Tableau and some really cool things that you could do with Qlik. So stay tuned. See you in the next one. Peace.